Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to learn how to find the area of triangles. We've got 3 success criteria, and the first one is to understand how to find the area of a triangle. So a triangle is a 2D shape with 3 straight sides. So what do you notice about the area of a triangle and the area of a rectangle? Well, if we take this rectangle underneath, this white rectangle, and we cut it in half diagonally, you can see that it makes 2 triangles. That's because the area of a triangle is half of the area of the rectangle that it surrounds. So have a go yourself at trying to think about what the area of these triangles would be. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. So the area of each of these triangles would each be 4, because the area of the rectangle around them would be 8. So the area of a triangle is the base times by the perpendicular height divided by 2. And the base will always meet the height at a right angle, and that's why we call it the perpendicular height, because the perpendicular will always meet the base at a right angle. So, what is the height and the base of this triangle? So the base of the triangle would be 8 centimeters, and the height would be 3 centimeters, because they're the 2 sides that meet at a right angle. The base of this triangle would be 7, and its height would be 4, because that meets the base at a right angle. For this triangle, try not to be fooled because it's been rotated. The base would be 12 centimeters, and the height is the measure that meets it at a right angle. So the height would be 5 centimeters. Here are some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So there's your green answers, there's your amber answers, and there's your red answers. And now we've completed success criteria 1. So now we're going to move on to number 2, and this is to calculate the area of a triangle. So we want to find the area of this triangle. So remember, we do the height times the base divided by 2. People always forget the divide by 2 bit, so make sure you don't. So we do the height, which is 3 centimeters, times the base, 8 centimeters, and then divide it by 2. 3 times 8 is 24, and 24 divided by 2 is 12. Remember, area is always measured in centimeters squared. For this triangle, we do the height times the base divided by 2. So the base is 7 and the height is 4. So 7 times 4 is 28, and 28 divided by 2 would be 14. So the area is 14 centimeters squared. Here are some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. There's your green answers. There's your amber answers. And there's your red answers. And now we've completed success criteria 2. So now we're going to move on to number 3, and this is to apply to problem solving questions. So we want to find the area of this shape. So the height of the shape would be 60 centimeters. So the rectangle that surrounds it would be 60 times 50. So that's 3,000 centimeters squared. The area of the missing triangles that have been cut off, so they've got a height of 20 and a base of 15. So we do 15 times 20 divided by 2, which is 150 centimeters squared. Now there's 2 of them, so we need to make sure we take 2 of them off the area of the rectangle. So the area of the shape will be 2,700 centimeters squared. Here's another example. We want to find the area of the square that has a diagonal of 16 centimeters. So if we have a look at the triangle that it separates it into, the triangle would have a base of 16 centimeters, and because it's a square, it'd have a height of 8 centimeters, because that's half of the diagonal. So the area of the triangle will be 16 times 8 divided by 2, so that's 64 centimeters squared, and there's 2 of these triangles that make up the square. So the area of the square will be 64 centimeters squared times 2, so that's 128 centimeters squared. Here are 2 questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to see what you should have done, press play. So here are your answers. So we need first of all to find the area of the paper, and it's 30 centimeters by 15 centimeters. So the area of the paper would be 450 centimeters squared. The area of the triangle is 3 times 5 divided by 2, so that's 7.5 centimeters squared. To work out the number of triangles he can make, we need to do the area of the paper divided by the area of each triangle. So that's 60 triangles. For the amber question, make sure we convert each of the measurements into meters first. And then if we separate the shape into a rectangle and a triangle, and work out the triangle first of all, so it's got a base of 0.3 and a height of 0.2, so its area will be 0.03 meters squared, and the rectangle will have an area of 0.12 meters squared. So that's a total area of 0.15 meters squared. Now we work out the cost per sign. So metal costs £15.50 per square metre. So each sign will cost £2.325 to make. So for 200 signs, it's going to cost £465. In this example, the area of the triangle is 20 centimeters squared, and we want to find the value of A. So we write down what we're doing to A. So to find the area of the triangle, we do the height times by the base, which is 8, and then divide it by 2. And that gives us the area, which is 20. So we need to work backwards, doing the opposite. So we start with 20, we times by 2, and then we divide by 8. So 20 times 2 is 40, and 40 divided by 8 is 5. So A equals 5. Here's another example. So the area of the triangle is 36 centimeters squared, so we want to find the value of A. So let's say what we're doing to A. Well, the base is 3A, so straight away we're timesing it by 3. Then we're timesing it by the height, which is 4, and then we divide it by 2 to get the area, which is 36. So we need to work backwards, doing the opposite. So we start with 36, we times it by 2, then we divide by 4, then we divide by 3. 36 times 2 is 72. 72 divided by 4 is 18, and 18 divided by 3 is 6. So A equals 6. Here are some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So there's your green answers, there's your amber answers, and there's your red answers. And now we've completed success criteria 3. So now that we've completed the last objective, it's time to end the video. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you found it useful. Make sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to check out the videos on the channel. I'll see you next time. See ya.